Hey everyone, Professor Brenton Fitzgerald here from Fluid Jiu-Jitsu with another mat talk. So today I wanted to chat a little bit about the belt system of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. And I'm not super familiar with the other belt systems of the traditional martial arts, but I do know that in a lot of those, 12-year-olds, 9-year-olds, they can get their black belts in traditional martial arts, karate black belts, and taekwondo and things like that. So I wanted to explain a little bit of difference between the belt system in jiu-jitsu and from what I know of karate and taekwondo. So there are 5 belts in adult jiu-jitsu. The first is your white belt, and everybody starts out as white belt. It doesn't matter how much experience you have in other martial arts, doesn't matter how old you are or what kind of skill or talent that you have starting out. Everybody starts as a white belt. So as you progress, as you train, you get what we say is a stripe, which is just a piece of tape that wraps around the black tab of your belt, and that signifies that you are a first degree or a first stripe, 1 stripe white belt. So you get 4 stripes on your white belt, and that usually takes anywhere between 1.5 to 4 years, depending on how often that you're coming to class and training, how good you're getting, and how you're doing against other practitioners that are around that same level. And then that 5th stripe, you get your 4 stripes, your 4 promotions, and then your 5th promotion is your blue belt. Right. And your blue belt is a pretty significant landmark in jiu-jitsu. To get a blue belt in jiu-jitsu, it takes a couple of years, usually about 2 years is the average. So it's not a here you go, here's your belt. You can't be 9 years old and get your blue belt in jiu-jitsu. So it takes a little bit of time and training, and once you're a blue belt, you should be able to handle yourself in any kind of situation against a one-on-one opponent who doesn't have further training in any other martial art, and you should be able to defend yourself very, very well against most attacks. So then you get another 4 stripes on your blue belt, and those come any time frame varies for some people. Again, how much you come and train in the dojo. You get 4 stripes, you 1st degree, 2nd degree, 3rd degree, 4th degree blue belt, and then you get your purple belt. And the significance of that is that they get darker in color as you go up. So white obviously is the lightest of colors, the blue is a little bit darker, purple is a little darker than that. You get your 4 stripes on your purple, then you turn brown belt. By brown belt, some people can get their brown belts 5-6 years. Other people it takes 9, 10, 11 years to get to brown belt. And then you get 4 stripes on your brown belt. And again, it varies in time how long it is. The average is about 2 to 3 years at each belt, but those stripes don't come easy. They're not just handed out. They are worked for and earned. And then you get your 4 stripes on your brown belt, and then you turn black. And black belt is anywhere between 8 and 12 years if you're practicing consistently, again, depending on your skill level, your competition, things like that. Once you get to black belt, you might think that you're done. You might think that that's kind of the end of the road, but that's not the case at all, because after 3 years, you get a stripe on your black belt, which makes you a 1st degree black belt. After 3 more years, so 6 years of being a black belt, you get your 2nd degree, your 2nd stripe. Then after 3 more years, which is 9 years of being a black belt, you get your 3rd degree. At 3rd degree black belt is when you can start to make your own black belts and give black belts to other people. And then it gets a little longer. Then it's 5 years. So it's 5 years to your 4th stripe. So at 13 years of being a black belt in jiu-jitsu, you get your 4th stripe, and you're a 4th degree. And then it's 5 years, and then 5 years, and 5 years, and then it goes to 7 years. And long time in the distance, you get your coral belt, which is red and black, which is what my professor is, and he's been a black belt for over 4 years now. And then after that, after 10 years of being that coral belt, 10 years, then you get your red belt and you become the Grand Master. And I believe that is at 50 years of jiu-jitsu. So hope that helps. I know this is a little bit long of a video, but there's a lot to the belt system. If you're interested, as always, visit the website www.fluid-jujitsu.com or stop in any day. We are next to Old Country Buffet in Greenfield, Wisconsin at 4908 South 74th Street. Hope to see you on the mats. Thanks.